Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6 of the What the Poop podcast, hosted by Eatnoodles and Twisted Killer 94.
Yo, yo.
Now, what were we talking about?
What are you talking about?
You said, what was he saying?
Saying anything.
Forget
What are you
about it.
talking about? Dementia.
Um,
Give me a moment.
First thing we're going to talk about is Hunter Biden indicted on gun charges.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You get bailed out by Joe Biden.
So, what happened? Well, he's been indicted, which
Indicted.
means he's been properly criminally charged.
Yippee!
It's the
Finally
first
something happened to
it's
him.
the first time in US history the Justice Department has charged the child of a sitting president. First time ever.
Yay.
And these charges also include making false statements on federal firearms form and possession of a firearm as a prohibited person. So it's
Dude is
pretty
dumb.
nice.
He's cracked
Yeah,
out his mind.
he's definitely still got some in his system.
He always does.
So his lawyer blasted the indictment as politically motivated.
Political.
However, he did commit a crime. So, if he's convicted on all counts, he could face as much as 25 years in prison and fines up to $750,000 according to court filings.
Joe Biden will find a way.
He will find a way. Dude, he's going to pay the fucking fine in a second, dude.
You think he'll get bail? Because Joe Biden would instantly pay for it. Joe
Count
Biden would do
one.
anything except talk to his child about how his actions are bad.
Count one accuses Hunter Biden of lying on an ATF form when he bought the gun by falsely swearing that he wasn't addicted to illegal drugs or using illegal drugs. This was confirmed that he was addicted to illegal drugs. I think a lot of people know that already.
Obviously. It's
Hunter
always in the
Biden,
news.
account two, accuses Hunter Biden of lying to the federally licensed gun dealer in Wilmington, where he bought the gun. The alleged lie was related to the same sworn statement on the ATF form. He wasn't doing drugs. Count three accuses Hunter Biden of illegally possessing the gun while using drugs or being addicted to drugs, which is a federal crime. He possessed the gun for 11 days in 2018.
Uh-huh.
So, that's that. Hunter Biden getting charged criminally. Of course, it was bound to happen, whether it was a gun charge or a drug charge or really any kind of charge. It
Yeah.
was, in fact, bound to happen. And it did. So we have a new one. Nigeria hit by widespread blackout in total system collapse.
It's still
Nigeria, no
going on.
power. I don't think so. It says
Oh.
connections were gradually restored throughout the day. It says early in the morning, levels of power generated in Africa's most populous country fell to 0 megawatts. Connections were gradually restored throughout the day. Grid power supplies are often erratic in Nigeria, located in the west of Africa, despite its major role as an oil and gas producer. So Thursdays, which is today for us, was the most serious outage in the year. And so West African's country grid collapsed at least 4 times in 2022, which the authorities blamed on technical problems. A number of electricity distribution companies told customers on X, Twitter, the social media platform, that most recent blackouts were a result of total system collapse. What do you think a total system collapse is? Because I've got no clue.
I don't know. Google that crap. I'm not Google.
Yeah,
Boy thinks I am the Google.
I look up total system collapse. It's just Nigeria. I guess it's literally what it says. Total system collapse.
Yes.
Hmm. So this is something you pulled up. Joe Biden caught lying to military families. Now listen, 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 Joe, Joe, Joe. What are you doing?
He doesn't even know what he's doing. He doesn't remember what he did in the past, so he's just thinking of stories that are true, that he thinks true.
Yeah, so President Joe Biden has come under scrutiny for a false story about his presence at Ground Zero in New York City on the day of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. While when addressing family members, first responders and their families, Biden claimed to have stood at Ground Zero. So he said, Ground Zero in New York. I remember standing there the next day and looking at the building. I felt like I was looking through the gates of hell. It looked so devastating because of the way you could wear from where you could stand.
Is that true, Biden, huh?
Like literally they put his stutters in the quote. It looked so devastating because of the way you could wear from where you could stand. Um, and then there's this tweet from Betty Johnson. Biden just lied about 9/11. Joe said he was at Ground Zero the day of the attack. Nope. Uh, C-SPAN, CSPAN, shows Joe on the Senate floor on September 9th, September 12th, 2001, talking about spending the attacks in a bunker.
Bunker, wow.
So he would not actually visit Ground Zero until, for the first time, until a week later, September 20th, 2001, when, according to the Associated Press, he joined a delegation of senators who traveled by train from Washington to New York to see the devastation with their own eyes, Snopes said.
Biden caught.
Yeah. So,
It's something that it's not even hard to lie about. You don't even need to lie about it.
why why lie about that?
Exactly.
Because as like a president, if you lie about something, all eyes are on you. It's gonna come out eventually,
It's you're in the spotlight.
right? If you do something in the spotlight, everyone sees it.
Dude is just coming up with his own fairy tales.
Yeah. There's also more reading here. This incident is just one example of a pattern where Biden has made up or altered stories, including stories about his family.
Wow, his own family.
Biden, Biden, Biden. And here's what it says Biden's history includes numerous false stories and statements, and some observers have raised concerns about his grasp on reality due to his age. Keep in mind, he's running one of the most powerful countries in the world.
Yep. And basically, he's not running it. People in the background are.
He's actually so funny.
So I feel like if it was up to him, he'd just be sleeping the entire time, not making anything, doing anything.
So there's this other thing. Biden starts screaming uncontrollably during Maryland's speech video. So I'm gonna play this
Really?
audio for you guys right here for in a second. Just
Hold on. You got a screen share.
yeah, I gotta show it to my the other host. So I'm gonna play this audio.
Gov, my problem is your biceps are a little small. And you're not in very good shape, but I'll work with you, see what we can do.
What?
Where's the screaming at?
Oh no. See a clip from Biden's speech in Maryland. So this is just something he said. This is it. This is it.
You're going to pay somewhere between 20 and 40% less than those other countries. Same exact drug, made by the same exact company.
What?
What are you talking about?
You're going to pay somewhere between 20 and 40% less than those other countries. Same exact drug, made by the same exact company.
What?
When they said screaming, I thought you were going to say something else. He was going to be like, "Ooh."
Name me one objective America's set that they haven't been able to accomplish if we work together. Name one.
Name one.
Don't do it.
We're gonna go read the replies. This is a Twitter post. Stability. Building the wall. The wall actually was built.
The wall was already put in place. It's just terrible. Freddy, is that Freddy Fazbear?
No, dude, it's some other Freddy. The fake Freddy. Securing our border. Visiting East Palestine. Secure the border. How come Joe hasn't cured cancer yet?
I wonder why. Maybe because
Poverty.
he's not a doctor.
Border. Border.
Oh, I saw Vietnam, bruh.
Border. There's a lot of people talking about the border. Securing the border, that is. And there's a lot of videos of just like people fleeing Mexico through the
What does
border.
that have to do with us?
That's fun. Let's
Yippee.
watch this one more time.
You're going to pay somewhere between 20 and 40% less than those other countries. Same exact drug.
Same exact drug.
Same exact drug.
Made by the same exact company.
Made by the same exact company.
Gov, my problem is your biceps are a little small.
Oh,
Why do you even say that?
ass. I don't know. There's probably some context. This one you sent me. Canadians are trying to track down a pterodactyl/dragon creature flying over the coast.
What's Canada doing, dude? They're doing too much maple syrup up the nose.
The northeastern United States and up to Canada should be on the lookout for one of the most beloved and least cited cryptids, the dragon. Some reported it might look more like a pterosaur. But either way, there's a flying reptile-looking creature being reported in the skies. And there's this TikTok video right here. We're going to watch it.
News for today, more sightings of the dragon. Let's hop over to the map. There has been sightings all over the world, but I am mainly highlighting the hotspots being New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and then over around Ontario and Michigan area. So a quick recap of what people are seeing. It had a 25-foot wingspan, it had lizard-like skin with no feathers, a long tail with a split at the end, and it resembled a pterodactyl or a dragon. If you have seen something similar to this description, please comment below where you have seen it so we can help track this thing down.
Okay.
Someone went to the reboot van.
Yeah. That's
no.
weird. To me, this is just a silly story.
Yeah, especially the TikTok, bro. They use a TikTok as a reference.
Like, this is the only thing. So stupid. So stupid. So.
What's your source at TikTok?
Now we're gonna react to this video. All right, this is our personal opinion video. And I found this video on Twitter. Of course, Twitter. It's this woman. And it's hilarious.
Right? Is she like speaking or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So the podcast woman.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Rosie, and I was groomed into feederism. Feederism is a kink, like a sexual kink regarding feeding someone, generally for the purpose of them being fat or gaining weight. There's a big umbrella when it comes to feederism. And the thing about this guy is I think he was into what's called death feederism, and death feederism is what it sounds like. It's feeding someone to the point of getting so fat and so big that they die. Hi, my name is
So
What?
that's the video.
I don't understand what the point of it. She said she was groomed.
So basically, it's like her not taking responsibility for being fat. And so she's blaming it on a guy. And she's blaming it on this feederism kink. Where, like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
There's some of these things. This confused me. I mean, you're agreeing with her. She's got to take some sort of responsibility. You can't see her,
Yeah.
but she's really obese. She's got this massive. She's massive, right? Okay, she's probably sitting on a sofa and it looks like a chair.
It was a chair would have broke.
A chair would have broke. They had to put in some steel reinforcements before she sat down. Either way, this woman, as she said, sadly not new. When I was making sex mags back in the 1980s and 90s, I encountered a few feeders, and feeding to death is a real thing. The women are thrilled at first to meet a guy who loves them for who they are, then find themselves trapped by their own growing body. So that just sounds like you are losing self-control.
I don't even believe that's a thing. There's no way.
No. Me neither, dude. A lot of these kinks, dude, they just sound so fucking crazy. I'm just like, it's not real. No one's into this. No one's into this. It's not real,
It's
right?
not a kink. You're just weird.
No one's into feederism. You're just making up an
Just mental
excuse
sickness.
so you can play the victim of obesity, right?
Yeah, you chose to eat that food, fatso.
And this guy said, what was the word? You mean what was on the menu? Ah, she's huge, right? She's massive. Like I can't really describe. Her arms are about this, like her upper arm is probably the size of, I couldn't tell you. It's very
It's bigger
big.
than a log.
Her arm is about the size of like a log, yeah.
She got that jelly arm.
And this guy said that's a remarkably strong chair. Uh, Michael Bruce, the real hero, replying to that chair comment. This guy said,
The
"Cue the
chair.
asteroid. We're done." Her boyfriend. Oh, this is funny. This guy said, "My friend's dog went missing the other day. He still hasn't found it." This guy Charlie Assface that's his handle, his ex handle. He said, "Yeah, somebody other than me fattened me up too. It was all their fault, and I have zero accountability there here." That's funny.
Sounds like a cutie.
So obviously,
Holy cow, dude, she is massive.
I look at this and I'm just like,
Her arms like a pig, size of a pig.
yeah, like I'm pretty sure.
Because if that actually was a thing, I don't think he would have stayed.
Yeah, so I think she's just playing the victim because she has an
Yes.
eating problem.
And she wants people to feel bad for her.
And obviously, we don't want to be joking about obesity, but when she tries to make it out for something it's not, she deserves it.
Yeah.
She's being stupid. Also, it has 3,999 likes, and I will be the 4,000th like, and that is a victory. 4,000.
Royale. It's like Fortnite, dude. I need me a chug jug
Nice,
to
dude.
watch my video.
I was the 4,000th, but I don't have to like anymore. Someone took that spot now.
Do you think after winning the battle royale, they go to the Fortnite bar and they get a chug jug?
Absolutely.
Sharing a chug jug with the boys.
This guy, the meme merchant, posted, hey yo, is this Earth? Yeah, lock the doors. See if there's anything new. Yes, so people are saying certified baddie, cutie. A big
She ain't
umbrella
want
is an
to.
understatement.
I
Yeah,
was
'cause she
groomed into
said-
feederism. Feederism is a kink, like a sexual kink regarding feeding someone generally for the purpose of them being fat or getting fat or gaining weight. There's a big umbrella.
And this guy said, big umbrella is an understatement.
So she actively chose to stay in that situation, even if it was real. She chose to stay in the situation.
Yeah, I mean,
Like she doesn't say anything about him not letting her be able to go leave. That would have been if that actually happened. That would have been an important part of the story. Nope, but nope, it must have not happened because she didn't bring it up.
so yeah, I mean, if this is actually real, this feederism thing, and we're making fun of it, that's not good. But we don't know.
We're not making fun of the victims. We're making fun of it being a thing.
Fat fetishism.
It's
Okay,
like a lot of
I'm gonna go
furries are
on
into
r
that.
slash feederism,
Oh my goodness, don't go there, dude.
and now a lot of these are not safe for work. But I can tell
Don't
by the
play any of
blur.
the audio, dude. You won't have to go back in the video and edit it.
I can tell by the blur. It's just fat people. Like in this blur here, you can see she's really fat. Assuming it's a woman.
Probably.
Crazy cat goth lady. Yeah.
Cat.
So
What?
fat feederism. I think these people just have this. They find being fat attractive, and that's the problem with America. 1 in 3 Americans are obese. That's a
Well,
crazy
I'm not
statistic.
though. Haha.
Trey is not. Trey is part of the lucky few.
Yep.
But yeah, she's
I don't like eating all like that.
fat. Now I do want to
Should be
find
going to
another
Mickey
one.
D.
An-
Mickey
another
D's
one
every
of
day.
these. I didn't manage to find another one of these. There's some misgenderings. Kamala saying, something
Kamala
wrong.
Harris?
Yeah. Kalama. Is it Kalama or can't Kamala?
No. Not my fault. She got a stupid name.
Kamala. Mm. What's this? There's a lot of video there. We do want to have audio. This is the
Yep.
one we covered yesterday. Okay, here we go.
Some of you just don't believe that my dog's a vegetarian. We're gonna see which one she likes. I don't force her to eat her salad. We have this really gross beef, and then I have this delicious green salad. So this is Bonnie. She is my little vegetarian, okay? Now, no.
So the dog starts eating the meat immediately.
Proof. It's literally proof. Why do vegans always have short hair?
Dude, they always have the worst haircuts and they just look ridiculous. I almost said
There's
another
just no,
word.
it's no diss on women of short hair. It's just this haircut looks terrible. She looks
Yeah,
like a
there's-
2000s emo boy.
Yeah, so that's the thing about making, if you're a vegan, making your dogs vegan. It's actually animal abuse. Why?
Yeah.
Because you're not actually allowing them access to the protein they need. And a lot of vegans are malnourished because they don't get proper proteins from the plants and the stuff that they eat.
You need to like eat extra vegetables and crap.
If you're vegan, maybe it's good for like a weight loss diet, not if you feel bad for the animal that was already killed. The animal was killed. Okay?
I mean, you can be vegan, but you shouldn't be forcing it upon others or forcing it upon your dogs
It's not
or
like
cats because they
it's
do it
not-
for both.
yeah. Yeah. And it's not like they're raping the cows, dude. They're acting like they're torturing the cows.
And not every farm does that.
No, there's
I've
some
seen
very,
videos of farms where they shoot the cow and it instantly dies.
yeah, so there's very industrial farms that do have a little bit poorer conditions for the livestock, for the cattle.
Yeah, you can call those out, but you shouldn't be calling everyone out who is innocent.
It's not like they're unhappy. Activist glues his hand down on racetrack. Now I was looking at this and I did want to show it, but there's actually no audio. Basically, a guy tries to rip it off, doesn't work. Two guys come in, the same guy and another guy, rip his hand off, because he glued his hand to a racetrack. It rips it off, and they drag him away, and it's great.
Was it? Wait, his hand came off?
All right, so this one I did want to. His hand didn't come off, but they just ripped it off from the glue. Maybe it hurt. I don't know.
This is a Twitter account. Pretty cool. Clown World.
Yeah, Clown World. It's just a bunch of fools on the internet. And so I did want to show this one, but it is 2 minutes. And that's a lot. All right,
It's not that much.
We'll try to digest it here.
Nobody is talking about it, but I've only recently learned what it means, and I want to share with you guys so you can be on the lookout, because it's very dark and sinister. And that's the term well. I have been seeing this term being used across so many different videos for so long, to the point that I've been seeing hundreds, maybe even thousands of people commenting this term. And when I first saw it, I didn't really think anything of it. I figured I just didn't know exactly what they meant. It is a commonly used phrase, so I didn't really think much of it until I started to notice that any type of content I would see that primarily depicts a Black person in a negative light, or even has the proximity to depicting a Black person negatively, or say a gay person or trans person negatively, that when I would go to the comment section, this term well would be what I would see the entire time I'm scrolling, like hundreds and hundreds of comments of this term being used. And that's when I started to question, like, okay, what exactly does this mean? What are people referring to when they say this? Come to find out, it is a dog whistle. And if you don't know what a dog whistle is, it's essentially like a secret code that extremists who have, say, racially negative biases, people who are prejudiced, homophobic, transphobic, it's secret codes that they will use to communicate their biases to other people who think the same way, but use these kind of masked terms that the rest of us would not be able to understand. It's a very sinister way of communicating, say, racism homophobia or transphobia. And once I realized that, looking through content and comment sections, I have been absolutely floored at how frequently I've been seeing well being used. And it's really disturbing because I know for me, it's definitely shined a light on how many people are more than willing to publicly share their racist ideologies or their prejudice ideologies and feel completely comfortable doing it on TikTok, to the point that entire comment sections will be filled with this term well. And it's really been disturbing to me to see, and I don't think it's okay, and it's actually very scary to see how many people are, feel comfortable.
So
The video's
she had
there.
no proof. She had no proof to back it up. She just made an assumption of what it meant.
Well.
She just saw well and decided to make a
She.
bold assumption.
That's,
Dude, whatever, dude.
is it a
Nobody
dude?
is talking
I'm
about it,
just
but
used to
I've
the
only
other video,
recently
dude.
learned what it means.
Recently learned from who? Yourself? From your assumptions? Because there's no proof to back it up.
Let's try to find what this guy found. Oh,
Oh.
Urban Dictionary.
I mean, it's Urban Dictionary. Anyone could have created it.
No. Oh, wait a minute. August 2023. When was this? September 12th.
This TikTok could have been from any time.
It could have.
I think they're just believing them. So they just put it in Urban Dictionary. There would have been articles about it. Is there any articles on it?
Not really. I'm just
Racist
gonna
dog
look up
whistle.
well, racist dog whistle.
Dog whistle. Wikipedia. Racist root of the dog whistle.
So I looked up well, dog whistle.
You can sign in to just view these.
This comment reads, can you explain if well is a dog whistle? The short answer is yeah. The longer answer is one of the important things to remember when we're talking about dog whistles is that nothing ever really is a dog whistle. They just can be used as dog whistles, right? A lot of these dog whistles are numbers, emojis, or just 3 words, right?
Okay, so it's a fucking conspiracy now. That's.
But they're not showing any proof to back it up.
No, of course they're not, dude. Well, Trey, right? Well.
And even if it was, you using it doesn't make you this way. These words existed. These words existed before it was even used as an in-quote-unquote dog whistle. So you're not racist or anything for using it.
Yeah, so I think it's a big fucking hoax. Big fucking hoax, right? Intruder at Fashion Week.
Imagine it's like the 4chaners with the OK symbol of your hand.
Don't even notice until the end, dude. You want to know why, dude? Because that's like some Paris Fashion Week shit. So it looks like he's wearing a poncho with.
Oh my goodness, he's not actually part of the fashion show. Oh my.
With pink shorts and a bath cap. I think it's poncho. It's a clear poncho, or it might be a clear white trash bag. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna watch this video.
That looks like a dude in
all
a girl.
levels except physical, I am a wolf.
Have you ever wondered about someone who you know is other kin, and you don't really know what's going on and what the mentality might enter? Let me know in the
way up to having something like, for me personally, species innovate.
This is video.
Oh, so I think the term for these people are like Therians or something. Therian.
Where's a Therian? It's a metaphor into animals. Okay.
A person who identifies integrally as a non-human being. But I think mostly it's just people pretending to be animals. And now I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts right now. I saw one of these and I sent it to Trey. I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? It looked like a kid, dude. It looked like a kid as well. Kids are being roped
When I was
into
a kid,
this.
I wasn't doing anything like that.
I think it's primarily kids that might be, because kids are prone to influence, right? Growing brains.
Not good parenting. Bring back bullying.
Science says your brain fully develops by the time you're 23. So I think any decision that can permanently change you should be held off till you're 23. Of course,
I thought it was 21, but
being a retard. 21 does make sense, but your brain kind of like fully develops. Let me look it up to make sure I'm not speaking out of my ass here. Mid to late 20s. So okay, so it takes about like
maybe maybe it depends on the person.
Okay, so it's about 25.
It's in that that age range.
Okay, around 25. Okay, so it's not 23, it's over 25. 2 years off, but not right. So we got it approximately 25, could be a little less, could be a little more.
Yeah.
And so you really shouldn't be allowed to make these life-changing decisions like changing your physical makeup, your genetic makeup, going through like hormone replacement therapy. I see that in kids. It's child abuse, especially allowing your child to do that. A child needs to be able to let their brain develop before you make some decision like this.
Right.
And we could put it at like 21, because that seems to be kind of like a...
Yes, like when you can drink and stuff.
It's a drinking age.
Isn't that like the gun age too?
Gun age. 25. Seems a bit out there. But we'll be generous. Put it at 21. Really?
I think the age of consent should be 21 as well. It might just be me, but I think it should.
It's an interesting take. I think it should be 18. Everywhere, I think it should be 18.
I don't know, dude. Because like your brain isn't fully developed yet.
No, it's true. It is true. Let's take a look. Why is the age of consent? How is the age of consent determined? Oh, that's perfect. It's right there. A relationship of trust, authority, or dependency. So here, it's 16.
Where, in Canada?
In Ontario, that is. It might be different in other parts of Canada, but most of Canada.
That's pretty low.
Age of consent in majority of the United States is 16 years of age. The age of consent can either be 17 or 18 years old in
it should be 18, not 16.
And 11 states, respectively.
Respectively.
But that's age of consent. But it doesn't mean you're going to pull at that age, right?
Yeah.
What's some other fun things to talk about? Let's take a look at some news. Fun news. All right, fun news. This looks like odd news, fun news. Okay. Girl's death? That's not fun. British police arrest 3 relatives of 10-year-old found dead in empty home. The fuck? That's her? You can't see it, but that's a lot of makeup. Hold on, let's play this again.
You're going to pay somewhere between 20 and 40% less in those other countries. Same exact drug, made by the same exact company.
We love Joe. Joe is just the old man. Police are investigating the death of a 10-year-old British girl, arrested her father, stepmother, and uncle on a flight from Pakistan and are holding them on suspicion of murder. The three were detained after their flight from Sialkot via Dubai touched down at London's Gatwick Airport on Wednesday. 5 weeks after police found Sarah Sharif's body on August 10th at the family's empty home in Woking, just outside the capital. Two men aged 41 years and 28 years and a woman aged 29 years were arrested on suspicion of murder after disembarking a flight from Dubai. They're currently in custody and will be interviewed in due course, Surrey police said in a statement. So,
it's interesting that they're in Pakistan or whatever.
She was found dead in an empty home. And apparently that's her. You can't see, but it's a picture of her. She's caked in makeup. She looks 5 years older.
Yeah.
If you cut off the rest of her body, because she does look like a child. If you don't cut off the rest of her body,
weird of you to say.
It's actually not.
Chop off all her body. Like, what? That's weird.
You know what I meant.
No.
This is feederism. Let's just click on one of these. I mean, so in this feederism subreddit, there's actually 37.7 thousand members.
That's sad.
And so,
oh,
thirds, please. So this is just people who are very fat, and that's attractive for them. See, that's disgusting. Ew. That's disgusting.
Food, all of them. That's weird.
So it's just
get a therapist.
To explain it, it's a woman. She's obese. She's got food stains all over her. There's some sort of chocolatey substance and some sort of powdery substance around her face and on her belly.
Ice cream and some whipped cream.
Possibly powdered donuts and some chocolate ice cream. So,
little loser down there in the comment.
Yeah, and there's also people who comment on this and encourage this. You actually cannot encourage this. It's basically like encouraging people to kill themselves, because that's what you're doing. Yeah. You're encouraging them to keep eating, which is going to lead to death. You know what the number? You know what the number one cause of death in America is? Take a guess.
Fatness.
Not fucking the world. Number one cause of death in America is heart disease. You know why heart disease happens? Fat!
Yep.
So let's just keep looking at these. I don't actually want to interact with the subreddit. I would downvote all of these. Yep, nope. So this one says, I just ate 1 kilogram of whipped cream. Okay, so
it's pretty good, but I couldn't eat whatever.
1 kilogram of whipped cream.
Is that like the big one? Oh, what the heck? Go to images.
Whipping cream powder. Perla whipping cream, 1 kilogram. So, specifications. I do want to know how much like sugar is in that. Like, it's just so unhealthy. Really, you can't be promoting obesity. Because obesity kills people. His pants got too tight. So
I wonder why.
I don't actually want to look at any of these. And they've got some weird. This one's called I Think I'm Letting Myself Go. Compared to the other people in this subreddit, I think she's alright.
Yeah.
This one's called I Think I Need to Be.
What?
Oh
What? What's
no.
funny? What? Show me.
Oh no, we're not going back to that.
Why? I think you
If
got
you-
to. I think you have to. You're
No,
allowed to.
dude.
No, you have to.
No, dude.
Never back down. Never give up. Okay, never mind. You should.
You actually didn't see that? Oh no.
That
Okay,
is,
this looks like just someone's face. It is.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so feederism. Apparently, it's a real thing.
Hi.
But the thing is, if you're so
Burger.
fat that everyday tasks become difficult and you're feeding to death, you're doing that to yourself. So you need to stop.
you
It's
should
going to cause
quit.
you serious health problems. It's actually going to seriously decrease your lifespan. So stop eating. Just stop eating.
Make
Actually,
life more painful.
actually starve yourself. Eat like an apple a day. Drink
Yeah.
water and just eat
Or maybe
1 apple a day.
maybe they shouldn't eat an apple because that keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, so we're definitely not clicking on that.
Orange.
Definitely not clicking on that.
I don't think you should click on any of them. I think you should get out of there.
I think you're right, but we're going to look at the top post of all time. 1.2 thousand upvotes on the feederism subreddit. And so it's just promoting obesity. Don't lose it. It will look great once you are bigger. Humankind owes
No.
you. It's scary to think that the world might have been deprived of such beauty if you hadn't graced we mere mortals by taking the time to feast your way into revealing such a magnificent figure. Next
More
step,
than mortal.
make it too small to even fit your boobs. Now finally, someone with a brain. Emotional Relative 61, Reddit user said, "You're a terrible human, encouraging this sick behavior. It's unhealthy and dangerous. Thank you." This is someone who can think properly.
Did he get a response?
No. But this is...
You can't really argue with him, so I'm betting that they won't give him a response.
So this is a whole bunch of... It's sickening to see
people with
they're
just agreeing.
Oh my gosh. Just supporting it. Like, come on. We're gonna look at this one. It's actually by the same person. Oh no. She's drinking an entire 2 liter of soda. It's that's incredibly unhealthy.
Obviously, there's so much sugar in that.
Oh, it looks like it's a... Actually, it looks like it's a Coke Zero. The black packaging.
They tried being healthy.
At least you got the no sugar part. And there's all these comments. You are so beautiful. You are so perfect. This is not perfect. For the record, Nobody's
Far from
perfect.
perfect.
Nobody is perfect.
Yeah, except me.
Except Trey. This subreddit needs to be taken down. It's actually promoting dangerous behavior. That's like making a subreddit where people encourage you to kill yourself.
There's like a website for that.
This person says, "Is your ass at 70 inches yet?" Sure as hell looks like it. Let's see if we can find someone with an actual brain in these
How do you measure an image? You're just looking at every single pixel.
This person just said, "That better not be diet."
Isn't diet like more unhealthy? Like I remember learning about that in health class.
That they like put stuff in diet soda to enhance the flavor without sugar.
Yeah, it makes it unhealthier.
Yeah. Okay, I think I can see.
Can we get much higher?
We're gonna click on this. But I have my fingers on Control W.
I don't even know what that does.
It was what I thought it was. Let's take a look at more news. In recent news, your mom sits on my face.
Nuh-uh.
Yep, your mom sits on my face. Did I talk about the fucking toxic fumes emitted by this explosion in Nevada?
No, you haven't.
Not Nevada, sorry, Nebraska. Railyard explosion prompts evacuation. This is crazy. Explosion at world's largest rail yard in Nebraska prompts evacuation because of heavy toxic smoke. So an explosion inside a shipping container at the world's largest rail yard prompted evacuations in western Nebraska Thursday because of the toxic smoke generated when one of the chemicals aboard caught fire.
It should be like a special container that like doesn't allow the smoke to come out.
So it exploded. Doesn't allow the smoke to come out. Well, it exploded. It literally blew.
Yeah, but like some container that like will like not allow it to blow up and crap. Like what could have like made it explode?
It's not possible. It combusted. It caught fire. And...
But how?
Great question. How did it catch fire? This is clearly some sort of safety thing has gone wrong. Something caught fire. And now people are suffering because of it. Because someone didn't do something right. Now maybe it's just an act of God. An act of God is something that is completely out of human control. An act of God is something like a tornado picking up your car and throwing it into a Walmart. That's an act of God. It's not something.
Walmart.
An act of God is something that it's actually a term in law. It's something that cannot be done by a human or prevented by a human.
Right.
And it removes kind of liability sometimes. So anyway, that's actually terrible. So now people have to evacuate their homes because the air isn't safe to breathe. And we're actually going to look at the air quality index for Nebraska right now. Hold on. So we're going to look AQI America. We do want to find a map. Okay, I found a map. So we're going to go over to... Dude, this is... I can't see anything. Nebraska. Now, I believe it was like over here or something. Let me go back to this. So it says... Yeah, in North Platte. That's over here. So here is the railroad thing where it happened. There's actually no report for it, which is interesting, but there's no actual report for the air However, if you go over to fucking California, there's places where it's just hazardous.
Yeah, it's California, dude. What do you expect?
This is called Safe Patterson Ranch. Somehow, the air is so hazardous, it's at 316. Everyone may experience more serious health effects. So what the hell happened?
That's a great question.
I actually want to look this up. What happened? Safe Patterson Ranch. Is there a fire? Bruh. Very strange. I don't know. I don't care. So there's been a lot of news about the Libya floods and about the Morocco earthquakes. The death tolls keep just going up. I read about this one. Grieving Libyans in desperate search for missing as Red Crescent puts death toll at 11,300. Huge devastation. City's mayor said the death toll could eventually reach 20,000. 20,000 people. Right. If you were to visualize 20,000 people in a room, what would it look like?
A lot of people.
That's a lot of people. That's about
like most school what are those rooms called? Auditoriums? Auditoriums can't even fit that many people.
No, those auditoriums can fit like, yeah, who knows? Think of like a
concert.
Let's take a concert.
Stadium.
Concert.
Stadium.
Actually, let's try baseball. Attendance by year, right? MLB attendance. And we can take a look at this and we can see attendance. And there's averages. 20,000 people. So that's about the average attendance at a Detroit baseball game. It's crazy. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Tigers Stadium. What's their stadium called again? Okay, here we go. So if we look at this, that's like full as fuck.
That's not a lot of people.
That's not average. We want like an average amount of people at the Detroit Tigers Stadium. But looking at this, that's a lot of people.
Right.
And just imagine that all those people dead.
I can't.
Exactly. So this Railyard explosion, we're going to talk about that, covers 2,850 acres. So that's the Railyard. And it's huge. But I want to know what caused it. There was a fire, but from what? From what, huh? Either way, I'd like to talk about the aliens purported to be in Mexico. It's always fun to see things like these. You know it's absolute baloney, but hilarious to follow.
Yeah, because we haven't seen aliens for so long. You think they wouldn't be as dumb as getting caught in this type of way.
Alien bodies presented in Mexican Congress panned as stunt. Of course, we know it's fake, but it's kind of like a weird statue, right?
Sculpture, you would say.
Sculpture. Here's what it is. These are some iconic images. I have no doubt they're going to be memes for about the coming months.
I'd be surprised if they weren't.
Kind of a big thing. I've been on X and I've seen lots of memes about this image, because if you look up this Mexico alien thing, these are some pretty funny looking images. I mean,
Actually, I have seen memes of it already. I've seen like only one though.
anyway, but it seems that someone's getting wrong. A lot of people are getting wrong, and I actually got this wrong before I kept read on. Is the bodies were found in Mexico? They were not found in Mexico. They were found in Peru. They were shown at the Mexico Congress, which is why they're so popular, because they were shown at an official government meeting. And so this ufologist, all right, self-proclaimed. I don't think ufologist is a thing. I don't. Maybe it is. It fucking is bullshit.
I don't think it is.
But apparently NASA said something about it.
They said this BS fake.
What'd they say? We're gonna play this video here.
Sam Cabral with BBC News Digital. We've been talking a lot about shift from sensationalism to science today. Has NASA been in touch with the Mexican authorities about the rather sensational revelations earlier this week of 2 allegedly non-human corpses? And what, if any, importance do you attach to these discoveries?
Well, this is something that I know I've only seen on Twitter. So it's, when we have unusual things, you want to make data public. I think of this as like NASA has one of the most valuable samples from outer space, lunar rocks. What do? We make them available to any scientists who want to work on this. We don't know the nature of those samples that were shown in front of them. If I was the Mexican government, I would are making recommendations to the Mexican government. That's not our charge here. We're doing this for NASA. My recommendation was, if you have something strange, make samples available to the world scientific community, and we'll see what's there.
I'll just add that one of the main goals of what we're trying to do here today is to move conjecture and conspiracy towards science and sanity.
Here's the science. A guy made a fucking sculpture. I think we got to end it now.
He's trying so hard to be popular.
Do we? Yeah, we do. Well, Aliens, very successful stunt. So successful, we talked about it twice.
Yeah. In a row.
Pretty sure it's fake. I'd put money on it that it's fake. In fact, I'd put so much money on it that it's fake. If it wasn't fake, I would be on the streets.
He'd be in debt.
But yeah, that's been the What the Poop podcast with eatnoodls and Twisted Killer 94. Do you have anything to say before the world comes to an end?
I
have
so
to agree
scary.
with that.
Maybe it's time we just come to.
This has been What the Poop, where we look at aliens that make you say what the poop.